Hello all, welcome to Code Hub. Today let us solve the lead codes daily challenge. The problem is determine if two strings are close. Two strings are considered close if you can attain one from the other using the following operations. Operation 1, swap any two existing characters. What does that mean? A, B, C, D, E. We can swap any two characters, like if we swap B and E, it becomes A, E, C, D, B, and this is one operation. And operation 2 is transform every occurrence of one existing character into another existing character and do the same with the other character. For example, if A, C, A, B, B can be transformed if all A's turns into B's and B's turns into A's. If we consider the transformation to A to B, then A can be transformed to B and B can be transformed to A. If that happens, the string will be like B, B, C, B, A, A. So this is the transformed string if we perform the operation 2. You can use the operations on either string as many times as necessary. Given two strings, word 1 and word 2, return true if word 1 and word 2 are close and false otherwise. So you can use the operations on either string as many times as necessary, and given two strings, word 1 and word 2, return true if word 1 and word 2 are close. So the two strings are considered close if you can obtain one from the other using the following operations. Okay, hope you get the problem. Let me give the examples for your understanding. If the word 1 is ABC and word 2 is BCA, if we want to say these two words are close, then either we can do the operation 1 and operation 2 as many number of times to form other word. You can attain word 2 from word 1 in two operations. Like if we perform operation 1, what is the operation 1? Swapping two characters. We can swap B and C. So ABC will become ACB, and you can also apply another operation of 1, which swapping A and B will become BCA, and you can see this we can form the second word as well. So this is how we can say this is a closed string. So how can we do this? So how can we solve this problem? We want to return true if we can form the word 1 to word 2, else we can want to return false. So it is impossible. If for the example 2, the word 1 is A and word 2 is AA, and you can see that the character is the number of characters is 1, the number of characters are 2. We can it is impossible to form word 1 to word 2 with the two operations, so obviously we will return false. So what is the example 3? The example 3 is CABBBA and word 2 is ABBCCC. So we can try for what we can do here is we can apply the operation 1 on the word 1, where we can swap this B and A. If we swap those two characters, it will form CAA BBB, and we can apply operation 2 where we can transform C to B and B to C. So if we can do like yeah, the string form will be BAACCC after the operation 2, and again we can do an operation 2 where we can transform A to B and B to A. So if B becomes A, it becomes the string after applying the operation 2, the string becomes A, B, B, C, C, C. So hope you understand what is the problem. So now let us try to solve this problem. One such solution that comes to my mind is trying out all possible solutions. Obviously, all possible solution which involves recursion will be a time consuming job. So we can try to memorize that memorize that approach, and we can try to reduce the time complexity. But we want to see how can we apply that recursion on this problem. So trying out all possibilities which implies recursion, but we want to see whether we can try to form this word 1 to word 2. So let us try to take the examples of, let us try to observe the example 3. The example 3 is C A B B B A and A B B C C C. So what is the frequency of C? It is 1. The frequency of A, it is 2. And the frequency of B, it is 3. And for the second word 2, the frequency of A is 1. The frequency of B is 2. The frequency of C is 3. So, if the frequency, what I observe here is, but trying out all possibilities will be a very time consuming job. Even it is memorized, we memorize it, the space will become order of n square, and the spare time can be order of square into k. But we can be do it in greedy is my thought process now. um, so what I observe here is the frequency of the characters is same, that is the sequence of this frequencies are 1 2 3, and even the sequence for the frequency of the second word is also 1 2 3. So even if it is not same, which in the sense C's frequency is 1, here the C's frequency is 3. So I will try to transform C and B. So there the frequency will get swapped, that is C's frequency becomes 3 and B's frequency becomes 1. So that's how I'm thinking. Let us see, let us do it in greedy manner. Okay, here it holds good, and this example satisfies, but is there any counter example that can cause some edge case to fail? So let us see in second example. The the sequence of frequency for the word 1 A is 1, and here the 2 it is not same, so we can return false. So in the example 1, the frequency is 1 1 1, and the sequence for the word 2 is also 1 1 1. So here as well the sequence is same. So here also it holds good, and we can try to return true for this example as well. So what we can try to do is we can find the frequencies, and we can find check whether the sequence of those frequencies are same. If it is same, then we can just return true, else we can just return false. That is my thought process, and I think that will be pretty much for this problem. Let us try to code the approach. So this is the thought process. We can store the frequencies and we can try to see whether that frequency, the sequence of those frequencies is same. But before that, we can take some other example. If the string is containing like this a, and the second word, this is considered, this is the word one, and there's a word two is nothing, something like vb a, you can see that there is no character u in the word 2. So obviously if one character is present in word 1 and it is not present in word 2, obviously we can just return false directly. So we can also have that as an edge case while solving the problem. So now what we will be doing is we will be trying to store the frequency. We will be trying to store the frequencies of characters from word 1 and word 2, and then we will just sort both frequency vector and we can just equate vector equals to the frequency vector of 2. We can just return like this so that we can say it is equal or not, it is having an equal sequence or not. So this is the time complexity can be vary from order of n log n, and the space complexity can be an order of n. But since here we are sorting a vector of size 26, we can say it as order of n, but we can generalize it to an order of n log n. So now that we can just code the approach. So we can declare as a vector of int frequency of word 1, frequency 1 of size 26 and initialize to 0. And similarly I can have another frequency vector or 2 of size 26 and initialize to 0. And for auto ampersand character in my word 1, I will just store the frequency 1 of character minus a plus plus. Similarly, I can just calculate the frequency for the word 2. So once it is done, what we can do is we can see whether both the word is containing the characters. If any word character is not present in word, which is present in word 1 and not present in word 2, we can just return false. So we can run a for loop from I less than 0, I equals to 0, I less than 26, I plus plus. If my frequency 1 of I is equals to 0, but my frequency 2 of I is greater than 0, then we can return false. So and vice versa. If frequency 1 of I is greater than 0 and my frequency 2 of I is equals to 0, then also we can just return false. So this is our base condition. If one character is present in one word and that is not present in the second word, obviously we can just return false. So if at all it passes and comes here, we can just sort both the vector frequency 1 dot begin comma frequency 2 1 dot end, and similarly we can sort the second vector frequency 2 and we can just equate them. Return frequency 1 equals to frequency 2. Now let us try to run our code. So the time complexity here will be an order of n and the space complexity will be an order of n. Superb, it gets accepted. Hope you like the solution and let me know in the comments if there are any suggestions. Please tell me in the comments. Let us see in tomorrow's LeetCode Daily Challenge. Until then, bye.